This is the AI News Flash for August 9th, 9 a.m. UTC. First up, Chinese domestic GPU maker Threads released its first half 2026 results today. Revenue came in at 1.736 billion yuan, up 147.4% year over year. Gross profit reached 989 million yuan, up 103.8%. Net loss attributable to shareholders narrowed by 95.7% from a year earlier, and the adjusted loss narrowed by 52.4%. Profitability is now within sight. The drivers are concrete. Volume production continued for its flagship MTT S5000 accelerator, which handles both training and inference, and the company completed deployment and delivery of KUAE compute clusters in Beijing, Wuxi, and Hangzhou. On those clusters, it says it has already trained a foundation model called Mo236B on more than 25 trillion tokens. R&D spending was 769 million yuan in the half alone, up 38.2%, bringing the cumulative total since 2022 to roughly 5.9 billion yuan. These are financial numbers that document how far Chinese domestic accelerators have moved into real deployment under U.S. export controls. Second, Cloudflare has launched Kitesurf, a cloud-hosted browser designed specifically for AI agents. Unlike browsers built for humans, it has no visual elements at all. No themes, no tabs, no extensions. Instead, it is optimized for context window management, performance, token cost, and scalability. And it addresses the distinct threat model AI browsers face, including prompt injection. The architecture is unusual. It combines a modular rendering engine from Blitz, Firefox's Stylo CSS parser, and the Boa JavaScript engine, with all three compiled to WebAssembly and running inside Cloudflare's V8 isolates. The company says it went from decision to launch in just 12 weeks. For common agentic tasks like taking screenshots and extracting HTML, Cloudflare says Kitesurf uses between 3 and 7 times less CPU and memory than Chromium. It is free during beta inside Browser Run, the service that lets developers programmatically control headless browsers. Third, Japanese contractor Shimizu Corporation has set a target of running a 2 billion yen construction project with just 2 people stationed on site by fiscal 2030. The company aims to automate more than 50% of routine work. The pressure behind this is a capacity crunch. Shimizu expects it will need to lift its construction throughput by more than 25% from current levels by fiscal 2030, a bar it says cannot be cleared by incremental improvement. Shimizu announced its Shim's digital general contractor concept back in 2020. It has framed 2024 through 2026 as a phase of strengthening functional integration, and the run-up to fiscal 2030 as a phase of creating value from combined capabilities. It is also rolling out AI agents company-wide, alongside citizen development. In construction, where labor shortages are structural, AI-driven headcount reduction is now being written directly into management targets as a number. Unlike white-collar efficiency gains, this cuts straight into the physical constraint of how many people stand on a job site. Fourth, AI detection firm Copyleaks says it identified nearly 50 apps on Apple's App Store that claim to generate sexually explicit deepfakes based on 6 months of research. According to the report, these apps disguise sexualized features behind benign-looking App Store listings and use AI-generated text to evade review. How they were found is telling. Virtually all of them were discovered through ads served on TikTok. The ads themselves were sexual in nature and showed examples of the kind of deepfakes the apps could produce. Copyleaks also flagged apps that may simply be scams. Some appeared to rely on pre-recorded or fully synthetic video templates rather than actually processing user photos, and user reviews reported apps that stopped working entirely after payment. Copyleaks was also the first company to identify Grok's non-consensual deepfake problem back in December 2025. And finally, Google held a screening of 11 short films made with its video generation AI at a movie theater in New York. The 6-week program called Flow Sessions gives participants unrestricted access to Flow, Google's video generation model, and pairs them with guidance as they turn concepts into short films. The films screened were from the 4th cohort. The venue was Metrograph, a repertory cinema in the Lower East Side. Creator Henry Dobrez is embedded in the program, staying with participants from idea through finished footage. The directors varied widely in age and background. Participating director Dion Lee said he plans to use AI on his next project as well. While Hollywood unions push for restrictions on generative AI, the model providers themselves are now training filmmakers and putting the results on theater screens. That's all for this AI News Flash.